We are now at that transition point of the springtime where a lot of people have traded their snowblowers for the lawnmowers.
Some people have already been out at least a few times, especially the landscapers. And their favorite choice for machine across the country and even the world is a brand that News Channel 9's Jeff Kulikowski shows us is exclusively made in central New York.
Seems like anytime you're outside these days, if it's not raining, you'll hear the familiar purr of a lawnmower. And if you cut grass for a living, there's a good bet you're operating a Ferris brand. The company's been around since 1909, starting in Vernon as a company that made only farm equipment, which it did exclusively for nearly the next 80 years.
At a time, we were actually building a mini manure spreader the first day I started, and my job was to put slats in the manure spreader.
Dairy farming had some hard times in the early 80s, so Dave Ferris decided he wanted to diversify the business.
So Ferris decided to dip its toe into the lawnmower market in 1986. Phil Wenzel, then a 14-year employee with the company, was picked to head up that division.
It was a very tough transition.
It was like, who are you and what's the red lawnmower you have?
Nobody asks anymore. That red is instantly identifiable, thanks in part to the multi-million-dollar climate-controlled paint booth at the factory in Munnsville, which is the old Stockbridge Valley Central School. Ferris moved there about 20 years ago.
I like to say that our products are a reflection of the people that build them.
Many parts of the plant, like welding, with a staff of about 80, including a handful that never tire, go 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, to keep up with demand for their many products. The quality is high, but what has helped Ferris grow right from the beginning is its innovation, which never stops. This is a new machine ready for production in July after about 2 years of development.
People earn a living with these mowers, then if we can make them more comfortable, we can make them really feel good so they turn, so we focused on performance.
The focus for Ferris is on commercial users who may be operating these machines 8 hours a day or more, so they need to be comfortable and durable.
Suspension would make you more productive and faster, and if you buy it as a homeowner, it makes you happier.
The latest innovation is the Oil Guard system that uses 3 times as much oil with a larger and better filter, but goes 5 times as long before needing a change. And they say protects your engine better.
You pop the cap off and you can see the filter here. You pop the cap off, pull the filter straight out instead of unscrewing it off your engine and having oil run all over the place. Right. It's much cleaner, much easier, and much more efficient.
The company that had only a few dozen workers when Bill and Phil started now boasts about 500 and has only picked up steam and grown after being acquired by Briggs & Stratton, helping up the engine game of their mowers.
They wondered when they first bought us whether Central New York could work, but we've proved that to them over and over again. So they're believers now, and they continue to invest in our operations here.
You see a Ferris lawnmower pass by on a trailer, or you see it out cutting grass and at a hotel in Florida. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Because it's it. The Ferris they're made here. There's not
they're made
other
here.
Ferris plants.
They don't come from anywhere else. They
Yeah.
come from here.
The company that started making about 125 lawnmowers a year now has about 250 a day, rolling off 3 different assembly lines, getting a full check and calibration before they're sent out the door to lawns all across the globe to get the Ferris treatment from machines made in central New York. Jeff Kulikowski, News Channel 9.
You've certainly come a long way, Christy.
So impressive.
Yeah. Now, about a decade ago, Ferris took over a warehouse on the old Oneida Limited campus in Sherrill as it continued to expand.
The company ships its lawnmowers all over the country, Europe and Australia.